Right, so we'll talk about what we're going to... We're going to jack it up on this side first and do this side, and I'll do dashboard.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh!
Outtake 2.
Me tea had counterbalanced.
Oh.
Right. Ah, that's better. Oh, look, I spilled tea. Right.
Fortunately, it's the Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea.
We like Yorkshire
It'll
tea.
improve the wood.
Right, we're ready. Do you want to start that again so I don't have 10 minutes of waffle?
Yeah.
What are we on now?
5 minutes. Well, I waffled for 5 minutes.
Right, we'll stop it and start again.
Right.
Morning all. Another Friday and back on the going. We're going to start today with a competition. We're going to give away the first 2 mugs because we made a stupid... Oh, I made a stupid mistake.
What's this wee business?
Sorry. Yeah, I made a stupid mistake last week and you spotted it this morning, didn't you?
Yeah.
So the video's been on a week and we just spotted the mistake. So the first 2 people, excuse me, that comment and tell me what the mistake is in last week's video. I'm not going to say anything else. We'll send a mug to wherever you are in the world. We'll send you a mug. And if you're abroad, we'll put some Yorkshire tea bags in for you. Because we forgot last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Hang on, this royal we again.
Oh no, sorry. Me. Put it all on me. Right. This week, what we're going to do is I'm going to tackle the grill at the front because the grill, lovely grill, I'm going to take it apart, but the hole's too big for the grill. So we're going to have to make that smaller. It don't fit correctly. Going to gap the bonnet, going to finish that off and gap the bonnet. This week I had a bit of spare time, so I did the boot, or what else is it called, Alex?
Gepek.
Gepek. What's the, any other words? No, I've got him on the spot.
Swine.
I told him to learn that, but I didn't tell him others. Kooferdek?
Kooferdek.
Oh, it's Kooferdek, the Kooferdek still.
No, bonnet's a motor cap. That's easy. I can't wait till we get onto motor cap.
Right, so we've done the boot, the trunk, whatever you want to call it. So all I did, put a, that's a new little lift on it. So we did that the other week, but I've made a new bracket in there, welded it from the bottom and hidden fixed it and gapped all the bonnet, all the boot. So there we go. Somebody did comment about the boot, will it hit the glass when it goes up? I think they only go to about that height anyway. We will put a stay on it. We will check it with the glass before we do it anyway. Yeah, it won't lift all the way up there. But closes nicely, that.
Sounds nice, that, doesn't it?
Right, so I'm gonna do the front grille, bonnet and the dashboard. So dashboard's in a million pieces, particularly the left-hand drive dashboard. So I'm going to cut that up and re-glass fibre that. We're going to jack the car up, and you're going to do the sills, aren't you, today?
Yeah, tackle the sills.
Yeah, we're going to tackle the sills. So we're going to put the wrap glass fibre round from the body under the car to the original sills of the vehicle. And then we're going to start looking at doing the inner wheel arches. We won't get them done today, but we'll start looking at them as well. And that'll do for the moment.
Yeah, we're not promising too much again.
No, don't promise it too much again. I think we've already promised too much anyway. I need another cup of tea because I spilled half of it. Yeah. Right, crack on then. Right, one thing we're going to have a look at today then is this grille, because as with any glass fibre car, most things do not fit. So as you can see by this one, no difference neither. I've took this one apart, so I've took the middle fins out. What I have done as well, I've took the centre star out and I put some stainless steel washers. A couple of stainless steel washers, that gives me the grill's opening up then sort of another 5mm to help me. because the gap is too big for the grill. Now, let's say you can see there, got a gap there, and we've got a gap at the bottom, and that's roughly all the way around. So we're going to have to do something about this. Now, the first thought is I was going to fill this in with glass fibre, but then that'll make that too big. Same with the bottom. I don't want to make it big, I want to still keep it as narrow as possible. So I'll just put you on the old tripod and we'll see if we can explain what I'm going to do. Right, my thought is, what we're going to do is, if I lift that up, pull this bit out, there's not enough bend on this here, this grill, to follow the line of that. So this is going to get re-chromed anyway. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a couple of relief cuts in the top so it'll bend the top section back a bit. And then it'll make it a little bit easier. So I'll do that first, so it sits in a bit better. And then what I'm going to do is get some clamps. Clamp the corners up. So we've got the corners clamped up. As you can see, there's a big gap here, there's a little bit of a gap here, and there's a gap in the top. So we've got the corners fitting nice where we want to do, but obviously then you might not be able to see it as clear, because what I've done, I've marked it, I've just put some silver paint on. Let's have a quick look for you. So you can see there's the lip, and it just runs out. It's nice there, runs out in the middle, and again got it at the end. And if you look at the bottom, bottom's a similar story. Really bad on this side, but in the centre it's okay. So my plan is, what I'm thinking is, I put a cut around about there and drop this down, then I can pull that down so it opens up, that'll do that, and then glass fibre in that. Same with the bottom. I think what I'm going to have to do at the bottom, I'm going to have to cut it there underneath and then maybe splice it in again and bring these parts up. Rather than filling it in, I don't want to fill it in, I want to try to keep these nice rounded edges. So if I cut it there, we'll see, we'll do the top first and then we'll see how we go with we're doing the bottom as well. So after a bit of cutting about, cutting slots in the glass fibre, we've managed to get the grill to fit. So as you can see, fits nice and tight all the way around. I've got a gap on this side, but that's not an issue, can fill that bit in. We've put relief cuts underneath here, as you can see, but that brings the grill in, or the body into the grill nice and tight. We just put cable ties on, that lines up with there, that's level there, all the way across, as you can see. It's nice and tight. Again, that's level with that there. And again, but we've got a big gap now, but that's not an issue. What we're going to do is we're going to fill this, and we're going to fill that with glass fibre. It's nice and thick, as you can see. Get a focus on it. So it's nice and thick. So what we can do, we're going to, as I said before, we shall cut a step in here, and in here we'll grind a step into it, so that when we put the glass fibre on, it drops into the step, and we're not having, you know, a lump of glass fibre over here, and then we can smooth that off, so that once we smooth it off, it's level. But as you can see, there's bits of wood, clamps, cable ties, everything, all just to hold it in place, to keep it level, just while we put some glass fibre on. And then, like I say, we can tidy up all these edges, fill all these holes in, and we'll do that now. We'll get that all done, and then once that's done, then we can reinforce it and put some fiberglass. Take the grill out, it'll hold its shape then, and we can get behind it and put loads of glass fibre behind. So this is not the finished article, obviously there's some bit more bodywork to do on it, but as you can see, the gap now all the way around is pretty much spot on. Like I say, a little bit bodywork just so that corner there, for instance, but as you can see from that picture there, it fits a lot better than it did before. So just a little bit of finessing and we'll be there with that one. I've just got to make some brackets up now to hold it in, so there's a couple of screws there, bolts, and some underneath, so I'm just going to make some metal tabs there, metal brackets, and then glass fibre into the bodywork to hold it all in place. But very happy with that. So I've been putting all the dashboard back together from the sections it was, and I've been helping Alex, who's been doing the cylinder, the bodywork. So we've just been joining the body to the actual car itself. So we're just doing it in little strips. So that's the first part done. I'm going to put another couple of layers underneath that, and then we'll start on the other side. But today it's going a bit better, isn't it?
Can't believe you've done that again.
Oh, I've done it again, and I said it again. Well, it's trying a bit quicker, isn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start gapping the bonnet now, because in places the bonnet, the gaps are too wide. You can probably see there if I get my Allen key. So the Allen key fits, doesn't go through there, so we know we're all right. We can take still a little bit off there. But if we come round to this section here, you can see it's just dropping through. Obviously we don't want that, and in this corner as well. So what we're going to do, similar to how we did with the doors, this has got a metal backing underneath it. Obviously this is the bonnet, so we're just going to clean this up now. We're going to take a bit of step away this here, so when we lay fiberglass, it'll, let's say before, we'll have, I'll just show you now, I'll just do a quick drawing. So what we're going to be doing is obviously creating a little step. So that's the metal structure there. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a bit of away here, this section, just a little bit of it, so that we can overlap it in and we can then fill it, and then that'll be a nice strong bond, so that when we sand in this part here, we're not taking away this section here. And like I say, take away a bit of the gel coat, just so like I say, it adheres to it. Okay, so what have we done today? Pretty good actually today. We've got the sills done. So the body is now fully secured to, well, it was secured anyway, but we've done the sills, fiberglassed them underneath onto the body, and then gone through them with filler as well. So they're all nice and strong now. That's all gone off, done that both sides. Bonnet, we've gapped the bonnet all the way around, so it's been fillered, glass fibre filler, and then gapped. The gaps are still really, really tight, and Lee's been down, who's going to be doing the paintwork, and he said, leave them like that. Obviously, we'll gap them. He's smiling, he's smirking, because we do like a tight gap.
We do like a tight gap.
they're like a big gap. So yeah, it's nice and tight, and Lee said leave it like that because then we can finesse it when it comes to it. We've also done the grill as well. So now the grill is as it should be. It fits nicely. We've didn't show it on the camera because obviously we were filming other stuff, but we have fixings as well in here. So there's brackets all the way around it, and so it all comes out nice and neat now and all bolts in. We just again need to finesse the little bits of filler around it, but that can be done when it goes into paint. And so that's that. We need to put the fins back in. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lovely tight gap all the way around, and that's on. Thinking of having it spinning right like that.
Rotating.
Rotating. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that took a long time. That took a hell of a long time. I didn't think it would take as long as it did, but I'm really happy how that's turned out. Bonnet, let's say that's nice. Grills are done. We've also put some more filler paste around the vents, so they're all nice and tight. Next week, we didn't get a chance to do the, unfortunately, didn't get a chance to do the dashboard or put the new gas rams on, but we'll get them done. We had somebody come in and had a customer come in to see me today, so we had to break off a little bit. So next week, I think we're going to do dashboard.
Dashboard, yeah, make that fit.
Yeah, make that fit. Doors, we'll put the gas rams back on the doors with the new things. Yeah. My phone's going mental. And we'll have a look at other bits and pieces that we need to do as well. So that's all for this week. Let's say, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. Helps us out. I know I say it all the time, but it does help us out immensely. There's 2 mugs up for the competition. So spot the deliberate mistake I made last week. First 2.
Oh, was it deliberate?
Oh, was it deliberate? Yeah. So if you want a mug, first 2 people that see that, then I'll send a mug out to you. And that's it from me. So have a great week wherever you are in the world. It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
You're doing it again, aren't you? Why don't you? You should have a red light on there. Tells me when you start filming. Good morning, all. Friday morning, and we are. Right. No, start again.